Hey Virgo gang, how are you doing? This is for you if you have Virgo in your Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus placement. If you don't know that, you can follow the link in the description box below this video and get it for free. While you're there, check out information on personal readings because I have made some changes and added some things that we are trying. A couple of things that are really pretty affordable, so you might want to check that out. In the description box below this video. This reading will be in 4 parts. The first part, we will look at Virgos if you're dealing with someone. The second part will be if you are interested in new romantic opportunities. The third part, we're going to take a quick snapshot of the energies around your ex or someone from the past you may be thinking of. The last part will be a general reading for all Virgos. There we learn about money, jobs. Sometimes we get additional information about love. We just kind of leave that open. And I think I'm going to start doing those general readings at the end in a little more detail. So it would probably be beneficial for you to hang out, okay? And hang with me through the end of the reading. Okay, Virgos? All right. Those of you who are dealing with someone, let's get a look at their energy, your energy, and the probable outcome on this thing. All right. So we have air energy. You may also be dealing with a Capricorn. We have Gemini, air again, and water energy, and earth. Leo specifically, and more earth. So, okay, maybe just a significant placement. That's why the zodiac signs are not what's most important. Let's listen to what the message is that comes through when we delve into this thing. All right. So, your person, all right, first of all, this thing looks really rocky right now, okay? I think your person is really, really focused on loss, an ending. And I don't know if they are overly concerned about the situation with you ending, or maybe they're, still heartbroken over something from their past. I'm kind of leaning like that for most of you, where it's more of something that happened to them in the past, and they're worried that this is going to happen again, okay? Now, there is a lot of clarity and ability to overcome this thing in your person's energy because they have the Ace of Swords in the upright, and that is all about some truth that comes to light many times, but certainly can speak to, there being a lot of adversity, but a win over that, okay? Having the strength to see, and ability to see clearly and to be intuitive about this thing. Okay, now, Devil in reverse, all right? Because, all right, the Devil in reverse can be very tricky. Sometimes it speaks to drama clearing. It can speak to this person needing to do some work in trying to not be so focused on that past failure, okay? That's kind of what I'm getting from this. Yeah, that's the more I look at these cards, the more that is what I get. Okay, now, you are rehashing something from the past probably as well. Okay, King of Cups in reverse. Okay, and you may be feeling, can I just be real with you? I think many of you Virgos are kind of wallowing in self-pity over something, and I don't know what it is. Nine of Swords is sitting here along with the King of Cups reversed, okay? Nine of Swords in the upright is, fear of abandonment, a lot of anxiety, and sleepless nights, okay? Very overburdened and, just really, really anguish and fearing abandonment. And maybe, okay, maybe it's that your person, you may feel like your person is thinking about bailing on you, okay? And I don't know what is going on here because, you pulled the Magician card. So the advice on that card is to, not to lose your faith in yourself, okay? So, but what's really interesting is this, the probable outcome shows a change. And so what we may be looking at, a good change, okay, hear me out, but let's go back to your energy and theirs and the current energies before we look at the probable outcome, because I think it's more of a timeline. Okay, maybe you guys broke up and came back together, Maybe that's what happened, okay? Maybe that's what caused all of this, okay? And, you know, or worked something out. Because what I think happens or happened in your person's energy is that some truth came out, okay? And maybe they had a little bit of a rude awakening, doing some shadow work and, you know, that sort of thing. Maybe you stepped into your own power, okay? Because the probable outcome is kind of interesting, all right? And you got a lot of pentacles in the probable outcome, which of course is going to speak to work and patience, always when you have pentacles, okay? You got the Page of Pentacles, you know, good news coming in. Ace of Pentacles, a new opportunity with a probable good outcome. And if that's not enough, the Sun card, which is like, you know, happiness and long-term as far as, you know, a long-term commitment with this thing. And the thing having staying power. So, you know, I may pull some clarifiers to go between you guys of the energies between you. And I typically don't do that, Virgo. But this is, you know, it's like you guys go from one step A to step, you know, G, but B through F is missing. And maybe, yeah, a lot of overburden, okay? And a deep desire for change. Knight of Wands in reverse. 10 of Wands in reverse and 9 of Wands in the upright. Really, really a lot of, you know, conflict and being overburdened in this whole thing. I don't know what is going on, but, you know, I do see a probable good outcome. But again, the caveat with anything that I see like this, with the challenges that I see, is going to be both people have to be willing to put in the work, okay? You've pulled the Queen of Wands in reverse, which speaks to some things being hidden, perhaps. And of course, you know, as I said, I see for some of you guys that some truth came to light. And maybe that's kind of what brought some things back around and made you want to take a leap back with, or makes you want to take a leap, because the Fool card comes out, which the Fool in the Tarot is not the traditional definition of a fool. The Fool in the Tarot is making a leap of faith, but it's intuitively led. So having, you know, doing, you know, taking a good risk, okay? And understanding that whatever this is apparently worth the work. I can't tell you whether this is worth it or not. And I don't know where you are on this timeline, but it, you know, and I don't know if this is something that happened between you guys or affected you guys. It could be one or the other. I mean, and maybe it was something crazy outside of the thing where, you know, there was some family that was, you know, acting the fool, or, you know, clowning, and or maybe somebody lost their job and there's been a lot of sleepless nights over this thing, you know, I don't know. And a lot of feeling like, you know, you just, you know, don't have the oomph, I guess, to get past this. But the reminders in these cards is that, oh, yes, you do. Okay. Oh, yes, you do. And so it's kind of like it's an awful lot of hard work, but I see it being worth it, because I do see long-term success in your future. It's just the most confusing reading I've ever gotten. I'd like to hear from you guys in the comments if this is your story, because this is kind of an unusual reading. It's usually just very, you know, you can see how it goes from one to another. But something comes out that was hidden. That's kind of what I'm getting from this. And it leads you guys to understand that you guys do have resilience. This card, when it comes up in the reverse, the Five of Cups, speaks to what seemed to be the worst thing ever turns out to be the very best. So overwhelmingly, that's the story I'm getting. And I know I took a long time on that, but this reading, I mean, I'm gonna take as long as I need to get the messages across. Okay, so with that being said, let's move along to Virgos who are interested in what romantic opportunities may be forthcoming. What is in your world, Virgos? Let's see. Sometimes we get red lights, yellow lights, caution lights, green lights, and we'll go from there. Okay. All right. Well, let's talk. Okay. Got a couple of options here. Okay. One of them, first of all, you have air energy, Leo, and but you've got a Tower card here. Okay. The reason I say there's more than one option, okay, there is two options that I see here. One of them, strength reversed, okay? No power in this, okay? And it's sitting right next to the Tower, which is the card of the rude awakening and something crumbling. And, you know, basically the Tower is kind of like that cold water in your face when it's, you know, 20 degrees outside. And, yeah, just not pleasant, very abrupt. It is truths coming to light, but typically not in a very pleasant way. So the caveat in that one is to be very, very cautious about one. Now, there's another one where there is a person that you may not necessarily have, like, agree on every issue, but it's not deal breakers. It's more of things like where you have different viewpoints, but it strengthens things, okay? Two of Swords in the reverse. And that's about roadways coming open and harmony, okay? Even despite, you know, and the differing opinions and viewpoints, sometimes it's not deal breakers, okay? It's not stuff like that, because that would be a red flag, obviously. It's stuff that, you're like, okay, well, I see why you feel that way. I'm okay with that. That's not a deal breaker. It doesn't, indicate like you have a character flaw or something of that nature, but it's just a differing opinion, right? I see the sky is pink and you see it as fuchsia, that kind of thing, okay? That, like, it really doesn't matter. It's just, differing viewpoints, okay? And I didn't mean to simplify that, but that's kind of what I see, Virgo. So I would very much watch out for that one, though. So be very, very cautious, Virgos, who are looking for new opportunities. Let's take a peek at your ex, Virgos, or somebody from the past that may be on your mind real quick before we go to the detailed general reading for you guys, okay? What's going on with your ex? Well, you may be dealing with a Gemini, but you know what? Your ex wants a new start. Boom. Wow. Okay. We've got Gemini, water, and fire for what it's worth. You're called. You may be dealing with a decision here, too. When the Lover's card comes up, very well could be a strong soul connection, very intense, okay? And a lot of passion, okay? A lot of physical attraction, okay? You do have a love offer coming in, which is kind of interesting. Page of Cups. Maybe it's a youthful energy here. I don't see, sometimes when you see pages, it can speak to immaturity, but I don't see anything here anywhere that could speak to that. Could involve children, okay? Possibly. But a new start. That's what a new way of life and a new start, and taking action to make that happen can mean pregnancy. So heads up for you guys, okay? But this is definitely somebody coming in full force. I think, and I'm always hesitant to say this in these readings, but everything here points to, if you haven't heard from this person, you're going to, or maybe you do, okay? That could go either way. But wow. Okay, so there you go, Virgo. There's your ex reading. Let me know how that ends up. Let me hear from you guys in the comments. Let's get a general reading for Virgos real quick and maybe get some advice. Let's see what is up with you guys. Let's look at your current energy right now, Virgo, and see what advice may come in. Okay, some of you are kind of stuck in a decision-making process, okay? You know what, though? Yeah, Two of Wands, but in the reverse, okay? You got some self-doubt. Go figure, Virgos. I love you guys, but you know what? You guys criticize yourself way too much. So trust your decision-making, okay? And meditate whenever you don't know what to do, right? You're going to know more than anybody in any kind of a decision what you need to make, okay? What you need to do, okay? And Page of Wands in the reverse, okay? Please do not be worried about other people's opinions, right? Find your own independence, okay? And again, I think some of you are faced with a decision because both of these cards would speak to, taking in information and meditating in order to make some kind of a decision. It may deal with your love life. You have the Six of Cups in reverse, which is great because what that speaks to is someone who has worked through their baggage, okay, their past pains to the point that they are relationship ready. So I think many of you Virgos are vibing pretty high. Whoa, Virgo, look at you. Okay, let's talk. let's just talk about this thing, because I mentioned, I'm going to pull one more too, because I mentioned I was going to get, yeah. Okay, start of something, and lots of earth energy, of course, and water again, but the start of something that's going to be very fruitful for you. This, I believe we're talking about, is finances, and this is overall abundance in the financial area. This can very oftentimes, when you see the Nine of Pentacles like that, it speaks to self-employment. Not always, either way. Abundance, and you may be wrestling with a career decision, because these cards came out right then. Okay, so let's go over here though. This is what's really cool. You do have a strong soul connection that you're maybe starting to deal with or about to deal with, because this came on top of that Six of Cups reversed, which has to do with having worked through your stuff. This is a reconciliation card many times. I think this reaffirms what we got for you guys when we were talking about that person from your past, okay? This is a very strong soul connection. It is literally the card that means a union of souls, an important relationship, can speak to reconciliation for some of you guys. Wow, Virgo. Beautiful general reading for you guys, okay? Incredible. Very happy for you. Let's get some oracles. And if you haven't already done so, subscribe to my channel, okay? Hit me up for a personal reading if you want to delve into anything with any depth, okay, Virgos? Adjustments are required. Again, meditate and gather information when you are looking to make decisions. That just kind of reaffirms that. Always look at the big picture, right? Sagittarian energy may mean something to you, may not. And it is time to take action. New moon in Aries, okay? We spoke to this with that Ace of Wands that came out when we were reading for your past person. So, yeah, incredible. Stepping out of your comfort zone. I know that's hard for earth signs to do, right? But you can do it, right? The comfort zone is toxic and stagnant, okay? The magic happens outside of your comfort zone, right? That's where you learn and grow, okay? And be bold and make the first move, okay? Virgos, I know sometimes you guys are a little bit shy to do that. Just don't do it, right? My bestie Virgo, I tell him a lot, don't be such a Virgo. Be a Gemini like me. And he laughs, but yeah, you know, he knows what I mean. It's all about kind of stepping out and just taking a risk sometimes, right? Not a foolish risk though, okay? But yeah, so let's take a look at, you are allowed, I like this one for you, Virgos. You know, you guys struggle with confidence, so this is perfect for you. You are allowed to change the price of what it costs to access you. Yep. Isn't that great for you guys? Never have I dealt with anything more difficult than my soul, right? Shadow work, right? And outside of your, we got this again, outside of your comfort zone is where the magic happens. Boom, you got that twice, Virgo. So just be bold, do something different, right? You want a different result, do something different, right? Okay, much love to all my Virgo friends. I love you guys so much, and thank you for the opportunity to read for you. And I will talk to you again very, very soon.